that would be the word to use, in raising funds and going through that in the public offering sense. So this is an unregulated means by which funds are regulated. That doesn't mean that you're going to just take advantage of the investors, but it means that it's not as it's a lot more loose, and they want to drive innovation. The whole idea here behind the blockchain is driving innovation. That includes you, me, anyone who's willing to be innovative. An initial coin offering, ICO, is used by startups to bypass the rigorous and regulated capital raising process required by venture capitalists or banks. In an ICO campaign, a percentage of the cryptocurrency is sold to early backers of the project in exchange for legal tenders or other cryptocurrencies, but usually for Bitcoin, also called an initial public coin offering, IPCO. So this is on Investopedia if you want to dive in here and learn just a little bit more about an ICO. Now, we've done several videos like this in the past, and I'm just going to kind of give you guys a roundabout update. If you don't know where you can go to get information on ICOs, I recommend ICO Alert. You can also check out ICO News. I'm not too familiar with them, but you have these over here. They provide news about ICOs, so I'm just giving them a shout out. And then you also have other websites like ICO Watch List. So you can see, depending upon what website you're using, some of them have the progress, the details over here, and you even have another one called ICO Bench. So if you're looking to invest in ICOs and you want to browse some ICOs, you might check out ICO Bench or ICO Alert, or even ICO Watch List. There's more, but these are some of the top ones, and it breaks it down by platform. You can see here, this Gilgamesh, I've heard of that before. And there's just a lot of ICOs. Now you want to make sure that the one that you're getting involved in is something that you believe in, because remember, it's an unregulated market. So, we have various different ones. I'm personally working with Safe Haven, an inheritance, opportunity for the blockchain. And many of you have seen the utility in the Safe Haven ICO. But if you're looking for any other ICO opportunities, we've heard of WePower, Medical Chain. Yeah. Some of you have even asked me, you said, hey, Jeff, what's up with Icon? No, but you said, hey, being that these the money's coming out of the market cap, do you think it's because it's going into the initial coin offerings? And I was thinking about it. I don't know the answer to that, but I was thinking, I was like, well, if it's already bought and purchased as Ethereum, shouldn't the Ethereum already still be in the market because it's bought or paid for? But then I got to thinking, well, what if, and this is the question that we need to know, is when they do an initial coin offering, do these companies take their Ether and their Bitcoin and do they sell it, right? Now, some of you might say, well, Jeff, shouldn't you know that answer? And I would say that because it's unregulated, I don't think there is an absolute answer to that. And I'd be interested to know more details on how that does play out. So if you do know, by all means, feel free to share that in the comments with people. But there's people actually asking that, and it's a valid question. And if I don't know the answer to something, I'm not going to pretend like I do. So I'm not Superman, and I'm not a super genius here. So, we'll see. Some of you guys, we do lean on people. We're not claiming to be geniuses, although some of you might be. Anyways, let's go back to this question here that came up on Twitter about ICO ideas. And I saw a lot of great ideas in there. By the way, I added some cool music here. You should listen to that music and tell me what you think. But let's take a look at some of these ideas. Currency that has fingerprints for private key. Wonder if it's even doable. I like that. Thinking ahead. Eddie Crypto saying, I think Trinity Network is on that. So pharmacy coin, where consumers can purchase drugs directly from manufacturers without huge markup. Okay. I love genuine, honest thought, A registration system for refugees so that the process isn't absurd, which, yeah, it kind of is, right? I mean, the green card process is just out of control, and Americans, whether they want to admit it or not, there is a demand for foreign labor, no matter where it's coming from. It's always going to be there. The last time a country tried to block itself out from the rest of the world was Soviet Union, and we know how that ended up. And you also saw what happened with China. Now China's saying, oh, well, it looks like we got to participate in the global economy in order to have success. And now that they started to do that, you've witnessed the boom. So America, yeah, you can have sovereign rights, but you should also be participating in the global economy, meaning that bringing people in and out has been American strength for a long time. But there has to be a legal due process that's in place. It's not that we're saying don't come here, but the system that's in place right now is not efficient. So an idea like that is tremendous. Hayden Stocks, shout out to you, man. So still bullish on Jeff Coin. I just laugh about that because I think he said that so many times. I don't understand. We want innovation, but no one is talking about titanium. Yeah, okay. Uber on the blockchain, peer-to-peer. Cool. I think there is a space on the blockchain, space for a company that would help new business or small or medium business fundraise in the form of crypto shares. That is interesting. Max Nolk, this is a way for a business can agree in a legal way with the cryptocurrency stock form of their company. We need things that are more commercial and viable to use in the real public. I completely agree with that. Telcoin, okay. A consolidation blockchain project, the mainstream adoption. I can't be bothered to own the specific crypto that a seller supports. If I have Ether, but a seller only supports LTC is a problem. And the seller both need to BLN different wallets and support a BLN different cryptos. Right, time for blockchain version of eBay. I'd share, but my ideas are not out and can make the idea happen soon. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, you don't have to share with us that. I don't really care. I think the most important thing is if you have a great idea and you execute on it, that's what's most important. Got an idea, I can share privately. How can I contact without unnecessary fuss? More than anything, I'm making this to get you guys' creative juices going and get the community involved in thinking. Because that's one of the areas where I feel like there's not enough innovation happening is in the thinking department. We've got a lot of millennials that seem to think that everything happens just because mom and dad said so. But actually, they have to realize that now's their time to step up and drive things. So a lot of you older folks out there already know that because you are mom and dad. But to the younger generation, not everyone gets a trophy. Okay, that was elementary school. Everyone got a trophy. If you all went fishing, if you caught the most invisible fish or the smallest fish, and you got the trophy. In the real world, it doesn't work like that. So we're talking about like putting rubber to the road and getting things moving, and you not relying on others to do it, but doing it yourself. And that's the point of this thread. Not so that I can go out and take your idea and run with it, or anyone else. But either way, ideas are a dime a dozen. It's how well you execute on your ideas. I've had conversations with people who sit out there and they tell me, oh, I got this great idea. And I'm like, oh man, do you know how many great ideas there are out there? I'd rather you show me your great idea in action than talk about how great your idea is, because there's idea guys all over the place. You know, we've got great ideas for everything, right? So, Bankera, ICO, Brink voting. There was one that I saw that was really caught my attention. I think it was on our Instagram. Let me check out our Instagram here. Okay, the illegal poaching. That's interesting. Man, you Instagrammers are smart. Dang, there's a lot of great stuff coming out of here. Same with Twitter, but writing my white paper now, I'm seeing a lot of Instagram thought here. Where was it? Got some idea about mobile web network. Now, how can I contact you directly? So yeah, it's not necessarily about me being the one that you need to talk to, although you can. How about an ICO that allows anyone with a smartphone to swipe it at the end of the transaction to receive some type of crypto instead of the loose fiat chain? That was the one. Chris Gastoni. This guy's got a great idea. He's saying, hey, if I don't want all this 52 cents, just give me some cryptocurrency. Right? Isn't that cool? That's a great idea, man. I'm thinking you would have to like create some sort of like little piggy bank on the side, kind of like what Coinbase does, right? Or these exchanges. They just have an inventory readily available and they just kind of swap it out. So you'd have to have like a piggy bank of cryptocurrency. I guess kind of like how Robinhood gives away free stock when you sign up to their application on a referral link. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of this, getting the thought rolling about these ICOs. If you're new here, subscribe to this channel. If you like videos like this, go ahead and click the bell to get notified when we make videos. And thank you to everyone who's been participating.